Marty from AFTV. I'm here with Positive Dan. After we watched the stream, we watched Arsenal beat Chelsea 3-2 at Stamford Bridge in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Maybe 1 foot in the final. Run me through this game, Dan. You were quite emotional through the game. I saw some frustration. I saw some emotion, elation, jubilation, and a variety of emotions associated with a game of football.
Firstly, I will say that now the dust has settled a bit. I am over the moon that we've gone to Chelsea and beat them.
Yeah.
We've scored 3 goals at Chelsea. All right, it was disappointing to concede that second goal. The tie is now still open, and if we play them at the Emirates and they score first, because there's so much pressure on Arsenal, more than like a team like Manchester City and even Chelsea who've won trophies recently. I just feel like there's so much pressure on this team. So we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot by giving them a goal. Because if they score first at the Emirates, it could get really...
Give them 2.
Yeah, we'll give them 2. It could get really... But the last goal, at 3-1, I do think the tie's dead. But touching on the game, look, the first half there was nothing much in it. But again, we scored from a set piece. Ben White, really happy to see him score. And in the second half, the game opened up a bit. And... we score again. We go 2-0 up. The game seems like it's over, but I do feel like we became complacent then. But just want to touch on that second goal. I thought Ben White was brilliant, getting the ball in first time. That's what Victor Gyökeres needs. He needs balls in the first time, but he has to be in the right place. And Victor Gyökeres was in the right place. And I am over the moon for Victor Gyökeres. But after it goes 2-0, again, we just seem to be like, a little bit of complacency creeps in. But as you alluded to in your interview, as we were saying throughout the watch-along, I do think that Kepa has essentially cost us maybe not 2 goals. I think that's a bit harsh with the first one, but maybe David Raya does save it. It is your near post, but keepers do get beaten to their near post, Mike. It does happen. So I'm not going to totally blame him for that one. I thought we could have been better defensively. He had a lot of time to take that ball down and scored a goal, Garnacho. But the second one, he has to do better. He has to do better. And I remember, I think it was 2003 FA Cup final. It could have been another one, but Arsene Wenger played Alex Meninga, I think it was, all the way through the competition, and then played David Seaman in the final. I think Arteta's got to do it a bit differently, and in the second leg he's got to play David Raya because he is cool, calm. The way he comes out, he makes the defence. The defence feels comfortable with David Raya. You know, you look at all the great defences over the years. When they've got a top goalkeeper, it makes them all feel more comfortable. And you saw a bit of nervousness in the defence today with him there. And I felt like Chelsea really targeted Kepa today, especially once we conceded from that corner, which is unlike us. I feel like they targeted him. So I would like to see David Raya come back into the lineup. I thought Zubimendi today, we were talking about it at half-time, he was a bit quiet. I thought he really grew into the game. And listen, that goal, let's not take nothing away from that. He's shimmied, and he's bent it right in. Brilliant goal from Zubimendi. Mikel Merino, who was fabulous against Portsmouth, come on today, and I thought he was outstanding. I thought he really upped the tempo for us. And it's not something that we would really
associate with Mikel Merino.
Exactly that. It's not. And listen, he's going from strength to strength. And this team is going from strength to strength. And I do believe this trophy is so important. If we can go and win this trophy, there will be a domino effect. And this Arsenal team will go on to make history. This team is ready to win trophies. And that's why today was massive. No matter how we done it, whether it was a 1-0 off the goalkeeper, an own goal, a corner, I do not care. I wanted to win today. I want to go to the Emirates. And listen, I hope at the Emirates, we put them to the sword and we make that final. Because that final, if we get to that final, which I think we will, it is going to be humongous for Arsenal. Especially now it looks like we're going up against Manchester City, Marty.
How important, what sort of scale of magnitude and levels is this cup for us here right now? Like you say, we've got 1 foot in the final. Okay, it's a half done job. It's half done. Okay, but we've got to finish it. Then we go to the final, Man City. Like you said beforehand, right? If we lose to Man City, there could be a domino effect because then we've got them a few weeks later after the final. That could potentially, we go and do them in the final. And then, obviously, if we're enough points clear, that could potentially be a title decider. But it could also be completely the other way. How important is, 1, getting into this final, 2, getting this trophy under our belts?
Yeah, like I said, look, we've not won a trophy. And even when we did win it, it was COVID and there was no fans, right? We've not won a trophy. Us fans haven't had that day out at Wembley. You know, it's so humongous because Like you said, like I said, we play Manchester City 3 weeks later. The final is being played on March the 22nd. And then we play Manchester City, I think it's in April, right? So a few weeks later. So if we can...
It's April the 18th at the
April
moment.
the 18th, yeah, exactly. So if we beat them, what a cycle... Listen, football, a lot is about mentality and psychological things in football. It's not just going out onto the pitch. It's your mentality. And Arsenal, I feel there's a little bit of a mental block on Arsenal. You know, we had one with semi-finals. We lost to Villarreal in the semi-final. We lost to Newcastle. We lost to Liverpool. Well, today, we've just gone on 1-1. Right? We've just gone on 1-1. So all you people who get onto Mikel Arteta's back, that's one thing now that he's done. He's gone and won he's won one leg of a semi-final. Now we've got to get at least a draw in the next one and go through and go to Wembley. And if we can do that, we could go on to win the Premier League, and who knows, we might have another final in May in the FA Cup. We might have another one in the Champions League in Budapest.
All right, Dan, if you've got a message for the Arsenal team, right, look down that camera and let the Arsenal team know a message that you would like to send them.
Listen, to all of the Arsenal players, to Mikel Arteta, right, to the backroom staff, to all of you, we have been on a journey with you guys for about 6 years now. We've been on a journey, and it's like watching a movie, right? And we're waiting for that glorious ending. We're waiting to see you boys lift the trophy, because you deserve it. You felt pain. I see it in your eyes. I see it in Mikel Arteta's eyes, and I see it in all of our eyes. When I look into our eyes, there's pain. We have suffered enough. You guys deserve it. You will do it. We're all behind you. So go in that semi-final. First, go on Saturday, get the 3 points. When you play the second leg of that semi-final, give your all like you always do, because no one can say this Arsenal team does not give their all, because that's what we were asked for years. All our fans, all I want is a team that gives their all. Well, this team always gives their all. So keep going. Go and win that first trophy in March and go and win a few more in May.
Well said, Dan. Nice and positive. Love it. He's been positive, Dan. I've been Marty. Check out all the other fan cams. This has been AFTV signing out.
Listen, following football costs enough money already, so don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football.